Good morning, my stars. Give me a second here. There we go. And hi, everybody. My name is Joshua Bleasy. I am the unknown prophet. Hi, everybody. We are kicking it high gear today. We are doing a 420 stream. Give me a second to get all my banners up and stuff like that. So you know today is going to be a cannabis-infused stream. We're celebrating 420 a little bit early, guys. So just kind of so you know that what's going on today. So I do have the brass monkey loaded. I have my allotment of green right here for y'all. Oh, right there you go. There, that's what I have for the stream. Let me show you off real good here. Here you go, like there. So today we're having an unknown prophet 420 stream because I'm not coming on tomorrow. I'm going to go enjoy my time with my friends tomorrow. All my 420 friends. I want to go visit with my friends, toke up with my friends, and, you know, just enjoy my time. So let me talk to you guys today a little bit about my cannabis use. So back in, it was like 10 years ago, I was on I wasn't addicted to any kind of drug or anything like that, but my system does not handle stuff like opioids very well. It constipates me very, very badly, especially with all of my OBS and other stomach issues I have. Taking something like that really messes me up, so I try to avoid it at all costs. A Tylenol, maybe 5 Tylenol in one day is probably the strongest thing I can take without having stomach issues, and that's if I take them in intervals. You know, I can't just take 5 at one time, you know what I'm saying? I've got to do that throughout the day. And it just became so much of a hassle, and I just got fed up with all of the pain meds I was on. And in a moment of desperation, I said to one of my friends who happened to have a really good weed dude, she introduced me to him and introduced me to pot. She just said, just try it. Just try it. If you don't like it, you don't have to keep using it. She said, this one is good for pain. I went home. I smoked it for the first time. I slept for the first time 12 hours that I had never slept before. The first time I ever smoked cannabis. Yeah, I was high as fuck, but it was a good sleep, I'll tell you that much. And I remember my first time because I remember waking up with no pain for the first time ever. And that was the key. I woke up without pain for the first time ever. So I got 12 hours of restful sleep. I got 12 hours of all that sleep. And then I cut out all of my pain meds and subjugated it with cannabis, and now I use it like I would use a pill. Every 5 hours I'm allowed a joint or maybe a brass monkey or something like that. So it's not like I just sit here and go puff, 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 puff all day long. Although we have done that from time to time, I'm not gonna lie, you know. So you know, there we go. Fire! Can't get your candle lit? Bring out the bring guns. So back in, like I said, I think it was around the 2000s, I started to use cannabis as a medication. I had started to apply for the cannabis license when I heard they were about to make it legal all the way around. Now I'm going to tell you, I used it illegally for about 10 years, have had the same dude for about 5 of those years, but I try to use it as a medicine, not always to get high. So with that said, but I do know that there are effects that I have while I'm on cannabis, and I do not recommend it for everybody. I want you to all go out there and do your very good homework and recognize what you're getting yourself into. If do the research, look at how the plant is grown, look at where it's grown, look who's growing it, look at what the properties of that plant is. The better you know your product, the better you know your person, that is when you know. When you're getting good stuff on a constant basis, like I do, you don't mess with it as much as you want to. You try to be grateful and thankful to your pot dude, because he's the one who brings you the relief that you need, you know what I'm saying? And then I started using cannabis once every 5 hours, like this, like a joint or something like this, and the pain went away. And as long as I could use it in a regular basis, I didn't have to take about 5 of my pain meds. Now, taking pills is not the easiest thing for me to do. I like the gel kind of pills, the gel stuff I can do. It's the white, grainy, crappy pill form they all put every standard thing in, that when you like, oh, we can't afford to give you a gel pack or something like that with this medicine. It doesn't work the best if you put it in there. Blah, 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 yakety schmackety. So I thought, tomorrow is 420. Let's have a 420 day. Now, I don't have much to celebrate with right now, but hey, we'll take it as we go. And, and then, and like I said, cannabis is not for everybody. Do your homework. It is a drug. If it's illegal in your area, remember to know the risk that you are taking. Remember to know what you are doing and what you're walking into. If you're going to do an illegal act, you know that there are going to be repercussions if you get caught. Now that I'm in a state that makes it legal, I can actually smoke here on stream, and I'm not in any danger of anyone coming to get me. Because guess what, Okay, D, let's talk about it for a little bit, okay? Okay, put the brakes on. Put the brakes on here, okay? You are just getting to know this girl. Just getting to know her, right? Let's not be too over ambitious quite yet. Let's let things happen and let things melt together. Yes, if you feel like you want to share some of your feelings with her, go for that. But don't do it like I'm forcing you to know me too early, too fast, too quickly. That might scare her off. That kind of obsession is what girls want to stay away from. They don't want a guy who's going to be like all the time, like, where are you? What are you doing? Who are you with? Blah, 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 blah. That insecurity is going to get you in trouble. So I think if, like you said, just like we talked about a tiny bit this morning, yeah, I know that. I know you don't want to say something like that. I'm just saying, it's just do it in an appropriate manner. When you feel like you're ready to be brave, okay? I'm not going to tell you not to. But, just remember, you're just getting to know her. Let's get good communication going. Let's find normal times we can normally get together, normally talk. It's going to take a while to find those adjustments, I know it's exciting. I know it's fun. I know it's new. And you want more and more and more of it. Like, you're standing in front of the plate of cookie here, okay? But remind yourself that you can still get sick on a plate full of cookie. You know what I'm saying? Every once in a while, you got to go have a meal. And that's what you're doing now. You're having that meal. Well, yeah, you were a bit upset, but is it the end of the world? I mean, this is normal communication we've got here, okay? She had to go do something. She informed you she had to go do something. She let you know, right? That's not saying she didn't take the time to let you know if something happened. She was busy. Sorry, maybe she got called into work. Maybe it was an emergency, something like that. You have to take into account those kind of things. Of course, you know all of this, but and like I said, it's just like anything. So, yeah, it's not her fault. It's not your fault. But we're just getting to know this girl. We are just starting to develop these things. And you can go as fast or as slow as you want to go. Share as much or as little as you want to share. Remember, the more you communicate what you're willing to give her, you're giving her that gift of seeing what's on the inside. Then you have to wait for her to respond to that. And that can either inspire her, scare her, make her do all of those emotions all at once, just like it's doing for you. You know, I think you're doing okay. Just like I said, slow the roll. Don't obsess over everything. When you get the chance to talk, cherish the times you do get to do that. When you can't, it's okay. You've got other things you can do until you can talk to her. You know what I'm saying? Now we're talking about like maybe a year or two from here. Okay. Okay, well there you go. So you know already. You know most of this already, D. You know? But we're trying to learn how to do new things, new experiences. We're doing something different than the last relationship. We're learning how to do new things, the better way, the calmer way, the slower down way. Rather than doing the same old thing you used to do, we have to adapt to a new way of doing it because we want this one to last. We don't want this one to be the same as it was before. So we're not going to do the same things we used to do before, but we still have to be careful because we're all creatures of habit, D. We're all creatures of habit. We like to go back to our safe spot when we feel threatened or scared or intimidated by something that either makes us so happy we just don't know what to do with that, or too scared or blah. You know, you know what I could possibly say at this moment. But I really think that you are going on a good journey with this girl, and that's what it is. It's a journey between you and her. You're developing this story. And as you are developing this story, remind yourself that there will come a day when it becomes more than it was the other day. We move from friends to boyfriend girlfriend. We do the boyfriend girlfriend thing for a while. Then we consider being a longer term relationship. You know how it all works. But right now, let's just say, hey, I know you're busy. I know I'm busy. Is there a time and place we're both not busy that we can always get together on? A set day, a set time that we always know we have available. Let's just start there. Just set up a schedule with her and say, hey, I know you're busy. I know you know I'm busy. And say, hey, what does work for you? When you're ready, call me. And then just wait that. Yeah, I just think you should say that. Hey, I know you're busy. I know I'm busy. Let's set up a time that we know we can all both get together on. And what do you think about that? Invite her to make choices. Invite her to add to the conversation. Don't just make it a ultimatum. Don't make it a do this or it's nothing kind of a deal. Say, I know you know that, but because you have the reason why. Well, like I said, she's letting you know her boundaries too. Remember, she sets up boundaries for reasons too. Some boundaries are work boundaries. They're just, I'm going to be working. You already know this is going to be something. I wanted to go back to something that you said in something in the statement. I'm going to send that message. She wrote, good morning and stuff like that, but I don't know why I'm stuck about going on a conversation with her. I'm stuck about going on a conversation because for the first time, D, you are getting the thing that you never got before. This hole that you have been missing, the hole that needed to be filled, you have now started to heal because now you understand what it takes to heal this hole. She didn't do that. You did that. You took that experience, you adopted it as your own, and you started to heal. What is the one thing you are doing different now that is helping your relationship? You're asking for advice. You're slowing it down. You're making sure you're taking it one step at a time. Rather than say, why don't you call me whenever you want, I mostly just say, hey, I know you're busy. I'm mostly available in the afternoons. And when are you mostly available? If she's available, what time in the afternoons are you available? From what time to what time are you available? That way she always know you're available during that time. Then ask her to do the same for you. Just ask her, just like you said, she let you know her availability. Now ask her what times she's not available. Then see what times match up so that you can both, that in between time, maybe she's a morning person, maybe you're a night person, kind of a deal. You know, if she has work in the afternoons, she's not available in the afternoons, but you're available in the afternoons. Can you adjust your schedule to adjust to hers? You know? Well, like I said, just make it as clear as possible. If you think it's hard for her to tell, then communicate that. Maybe we're misunderstanding one another. What I'm telling you, do you understand me? You know? Well, then she also plays sports and does a bunch of other things. She's a busy girl. She's got a life too, just like you got goals and dreams. So does she. You know, she's not gonna just stop doing everything in her whole life because she met a guy. What, 4 or 5 days ago? You know, she's not gonna just stop doing everything right then, right now. For you. I'm sorry, it doesn't always work that way. And the distance is a thing too. It's not like she can come over to your house and visit, you know what I'm saying? So don't worry about the small little things. Don't let the little things get to you. Call her when you have a time. Tell her, here's my availability. Then put the ball in her court. Hey, can you please let me know when times you are available? And then say, hey, can we find a time to get together? Something like that. Don't just say, call me whenever you want. You know, it's kind of like saying, whatever. I don't really care that much. You want to put some care in that statement, you know? Hey, I look forward to talking to you soon. Here is when I'm available. Please let me know when you are available so we can talk. It's basic communication, D. And that's what you are trying to learn right now, that basic communication. In your gameplay, in your life, in your relationships, you are learning how to communicate better in all aspects of your life, physically, mentally, and spiritually in your own life as well. This is what's going to help you increase and become the person you want to be. I told someone earlier this year that all they had to do was make a statement. Make a statement that she was going to be the happiest woman she would ever have been in her life 1 year from the day she said to herself that promise. Right? She's already halfway there in my book. Whether she believes it or not, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see because that's her journey to take. You know, but that's somebody else, not you. And just like you are working on these things, and I used to do this too, okay? I used to be the boy who wanted to share all of his feelings all at once. It scared a lot of the girls away because when you're coming off that emotional to everybody, they kind of have to, they take a step back and go, wait a minute, does this guy have issues, problems, things like that? Yeah, exactly. I'm going to tell her next time what time is she available every day, and I'm going to tell her what time I'm available. Exactly. You're just communicating and working on when we're available. Then when you know you're available, then we make that time the most precious time ever. That's good. Then all you have to do now is be patient and let her contact you back with a response. If she doesn't contact you in a year, you know you've lost her, okay? But I don't think you're going to have to wait a year for a response, okay? Well, like I said, We're adjusting. We're getting to know. Like I said, you might be coming off a little strong or a little bit too enthused by this, and sometimes that gives out. I don't know if you know what a stalker is, but it kind of gives you a creepy vibe, even though you're not trying to be creepy. You know, you're not a creep, but you kind of give off that vibe. So people are just kind of like, wait, I want to get to know this guy a little bit better because she doesn't know you as well as you know that. You know, yeah, you know what I mean. And you know, and to just remind yourself, we're going step by step. We haven't committed to anything other than let's get to know one another. That's what we're committing to. Let's get to know one another well enough to be able to discern where we want this to go next. Then it's like this. Now that we are just approaching. Yeah, exactly. And you don't want to do that because the last thing you want to do is give someone an ultimatum. You know, you don't want to give anybody an ultimatum to love you. You know, it's like, let me give you an example, D. D, I demand that you love me completely and totally. I want you to move here. I'm going to divorce my wife and now I'm going to date you. Right now, let's go. Come on, you and me, D. I want you to just hop into my life. We're going to get married together. You and me. I will help you become the ultimate gamer. I will support you. I will do everything you need me to do. Can you accept that right now? If I were to pick my ass up and go to you and be with you instantly? Yeah, I know you know. So, because I was you. I was you, D. I was the lonely boy who never thought love would ever come to him. That I would never have that affection in which I really sought within myself first. I know you've done a lot of the inner work already, so I'm not going to hound you about what you need to do on the inside. You know? But I was so enthralled with the idea of love that I was so obsessed with the idea of an imaginary love that could never happen. I didn't see what real love would look like until it was face to face with me and I couldn't ignore it anymore. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, and I'm not saying I'm the world's best relation expert because I had about 4 girlfriends that all cheated on me with my brother, by the way. And I still helped that guy. You know, so, but that was my youth, okay? I was a very, very different person back then. I was very sexually confused back then. You know, I didn't know what I wanted back then because of the abuse and because of some of the other things that happened to me in my life when I was younger. It really confused me and made me kind of go inside and really deal with what I needed to deal with on the inside. Then I had the perfect example of what I didn't want a relationship to look like being forced down my throat for 7 years because I didn't want to see the thing that was staring me right in front of my face. But that was my journey I had to take in order to get to learn what this love looks like that I have now. You know, but it took time. And real love takes time. It feels fast, but it doesn't take it may feel fast, but it does take a time. You know, they say time heals all wounds. Time also binds us together, and a bunch of other things. Basically, yeah, you've put the ball in her court. I bet she contacts you in either a day or maybe 2 days at max. But she'll at least drop you a line. Oh, thanks for the information. She'll get back to you and maybe even give you when she's unavailable. Then you just match your schedules up. There you go. See, you are building that communication. Just like in all relationships, we have to take it step by step. We have to recognize that that other person is going to go back in. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because trust me, D, it will be worth it in the end. If she is the right one, it will be worth it. And I don't want to say she is or she isn't the one because I don't know yet. We haven't even gotten to know some of the basics yet. So I can't really feel that energy of that person, you know what I'm saying? And welcome in, TC. I hope you had an amazing stream. I don't know if you're still streaming, but if you are, that guy was actually a pretty decent guy. I felt that energy, by the way. And I felt that energy really did come through the screen. So that, I give you that much. I could definitely feel this energy. Well, it's called ethereal energy. When I remember when I was trying to tell you about the stuff that even I can't tap into yet, he's the one who can tap into that kind of shit. He's there, like I said, there are different levels of ethereal of tapping in. There's what I do, which is a bridge between both worlds, whereas he's all in. You know what I'm saying? So that was pure raw ethereal energy is what you were feeling. He's an ethereal being, living a mortal life. Yeah. And his goal is to help. He mind walks. So everything he said was on point. Everything he was pointing out was good. Yeah, it's that raw, open. It's like you get opened without. Remember when I was trying to explain to you how you tap into that higher realm, and I was trying to explain to you that if you really ground and center properly, and you can focus in on everything and get yourself to that focal point, that's what you can obtain. That's what you can obtain. That's what you can improve on. And you're just now starting to get little tiny taste of that. You realize you are getting a drop of water as far as the taste of what you are getting right now. When the gates of the ethereal open to you and when they decide you are worthy of more, trust me, you'll give off energy like he does. He's so in touch with himself, so in touch with his path and his journey. He's got it down, buddy, you know? And that's why you feel that energy, because he opens that door in you too. He allows you that door to open in you, that freeing door of not hiding anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's like we all do it. Yeah, okay. So that's basically what the energy was. You know, just like when you come in here and you feel my energy, I know my energy isn't just strong as his, but mine's not supposed to be that strong. I'm only supposed to be able to help people, lead them to where they need to go. I'm not here to put them on the path and carve it for them. He's more of the, I'm going to carve your damn path for you, walk it kind of a guy. Yeah, it's intense. But you see, even though yeah, but remember he gave you the right ones. Yeah, he gave me every answer that I was looking for, and every one of them was right, especially when I looked back at the questions I had written down, you know. And one of the things that I haven't tapped into a lot is my fire side, my vengeful side, you know. And maybe I do need to be the one who burns the world down on certain people. But I'm not going to do that if I don't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? There is a better way to do it and still get that fire energy too. And I loved how he did part of that reading for me was partly that. And then those words that popped up at the certain points in times did kind of confirm a lot of things I was already doing in my life already. All you feel is fire. Yeah. And though that's pure will, pure intent, pure everything. That's what that is. It's pure will, pure intent. That's what we will get to with you in a later class, okay? But we haven't even gotten to basic 101 what we want to start to fill in some of these gaps with yet. So we have to start. We're just still working on the shielding and grounding stuff. I think you got that down from what I'm feeling. So now we have to go to the next stage, but you have to be ready for that, And I ain't pressuring you, so. And you'll notice the more and more you read too, the more and more that door is going to open more and more and more until the one day they say, "Oh, look, you're really ready." Whoosh! And then you either sink or swim. Let's go, TC. Let me cleanse these bad bitches off. We are going to get you. What do you want today? Do you want, what kind of reading do you want, TC? Normal 3, Carter, journey layout. What do we want today? What do you need, my sister? Since I really feel like the way you do your readings, I like when you do all of those cards. I think I'm going to go with journey layout for this one because that's kind of what I'm feeling called for. So we'll do a journey layout. Pick your numbers. Remember, there are no God cards this time. There are only answers here. So here we go with your 3 shuffles. 1, 2, 3. First card off the deck is your Wandering Path card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and the 11th card is that would be past, unseen, hard, easy. I'm gonna have to adjust this here, but give me a second. I'll adjust here in a second. Okay, unseen. Okay, just that's the way I did it. That's the way it goes. Okay. Okay, now to. All right, good enough. All right, so this is number 1 here. Just make sure I got a little bit more room here. There we go. I got everything good to go. All right, and then last but not least, so here we go with your reading for today. How's the music? Are we good to go? Can we hear me okay and everything like that? So. This experience really is oof. Don't scream. Don't scream. Don't scream. Don't scream. Don't scream. Not that you need to integrate, that you have integrated. This is the card telling you you've done it. This is in the past. You've done the integration you needed to do. This is just confirmation you have done it. That's all that was it. Yeah, I know you were going to lose it. But remember, this is your past path. We know this now. We aren't going to let this. We know all the victories and defeats in the integration part. We know this. We're ready to light our way. We're stepping forward. So this card just means you've done that you have lit that flame, that it's starting to spread out through your life. So I'm actually glad you got this card first, because that shows you Confirmation, concrete. You know, when you like to say, I can't make this shit up, concrete information that you have done it. So just remind yourself that not all things that you get will come back to you sometime. So even though the integrate card was there to, to tell you what you needed to work on, now it comes back to tell you, hey, you've done it, and kind of go, here, are you really ready? It's kind of like, remember when I tell you about the 2x4? 2x4. Are you ducked? Good job. Okay? So, moving on to where we're waiting now. Right? And look where we're waiting. We're waiting on the easy path. Because we know we have to start to make a plan for this shit. We know that we aren't just going to sit around waiting for things to happen anymore. We know that it's going to take a time, a place, a moment, and every step is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but you know you will get to where you want to get to. It's just going on that road a little bit easier this time than you've done in the past. So you kind of are giving yourself a break for a bit, and that's kind of a good thing because and that you have a path card on a path spot. That's the real actual definition of the easy path, is to set goals one after the other, celebrate every goal, then after you're done celebrating, take a rest to make sure that you soak it all in and move to the next stage. So now we have the choice of all choices to make. We know we want to make an easier path. And bless you too, D. Thank you for coming in, and thank you for allowing us to help you in your path. Remind yourself every single day you decide to do the best you can. Just follow your heart and do what feels right to you, what feels calming to you, I know you're always a good job, but, To D. You know what I'm going to ask now, right? Right, young lady? You know what I'm going to ask now, right? Hard, easy, unseen. Oh, this is hard, sorry. Almost flipped the wrong card. So your hard path is new beginnings. So the hardest thing for you to do is to realize that this is a new beginning. That the hardest, most difficult spot will be to lay in that grass and grow in that spot you've planted yourself in. The hardest thing for you to do will be to take in the elements, to take in the world, so that I can grow. That is going to be the hardest path for you because it requires you to do what you are requesting me and D to do. Slow down. Before the universe slows you down, remind yourself you just are popping up out of that ground, taking in the world for the first time, taking and knowing that they're going to throw stuff at you you know you're not going to be ready for. How well planted you are, where you're planted, will determine whether you stay there or not. So that doesn't surprise me at all. So where do we go now? Easy or unseen? Well, well, well. Can I say that your journey and my journey are matching up almost perfectly? that you are suddenly realizing, as the brakes are hitting you right about now, that you know what's coming for this easy path. Before I was the unknown prophet, I was called Unison for a reason, because I had two different worlds I walked in, light and dark, and I had to learn how to do one thing: bring those two worlds together so I could walk the gray in between, choosing when to walk in the dark or when to walk in the light, but always having that gray in between to live my life in. I brought my notes together to create that symphony that led me to the destiny I carved myself. Remember, an 8-year-old boy took a dream and followed that as law and said to himself, I am gonna become all of these things that I saw in there, and found a way, even though with disability, even though there are people telling him along the way he couldn't do it, even though hardships and pain kept him down, he made it and overcame every obstacle and accomplished every dream he said he would ever accomplish. It has yet to be seen whether that will go noticed or unnoticed yet, but unknown is what I am now. That balance is what you are seeking now. That balance between those two different worlds where you know you're going to have to start to live a little bit more in than just the one place. Yeah, basically. Because you know that other part of you is still a part of who you are. Just like when I say I'm going to set fire to somebody, I know I have that part of myself. I've always known that part of myself. Have I known the other part of myself? The healing person, the beautiful person who comes and does readings. That person has to come together with the I'm going to tear your world down, because, as I like to say, a wise man once said, you cannot learn how to heal someone until you have learned how to hurt someone. Because you have to understand what hurt feels like to heal. That's why we are readers. Yeah, so just like that example though, it's not anger anymore. It's not quite anger, it's now strength. It's now fortitude. It's now the sword that cuts through the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And then your unseen path comes to tell you that the dark mirror stands before you still. That you still have to cut through the bullshit. And you know you have to cut through some of this bullshit, but you just got done dealing with a bunch of bullshit. You don't need more bullshit right now. What you need is time to reset. What you need now is a time to put yourself down and stake yourself and stake your claim to your path, your purpose, and everything you need yourself to do. You choose the way you face. Do you face uncertainty, or do you face a future that you can brightly see? Can I choose which mirror I need to see? If I need to walk in two worlds, I'm going to have to learn how to turn that mirror as fast as I need to turn it, because I'm going to need to learn how to walk in both worlds. I just moved the damn mirror, because I don't need anything blocking me anymore. I am the mirror. And if you can adopt that, all I need to reflect within myself and that unseen path that I need to work through now isn't about walking through the dark anymore. It's about walking towards the light now. And that's an unseen path for you, because it's been a while since we've walked in that kind of light. That kind of light. And then we have your Leap of Faith card here and your home card there. The ring is the home card. So did you want to know which one do you want to see first? And then this is the last choice you have to make, and then everything else gets told to you. Your Leap of Faith? Okay, leap. How appropriate is the Leap of Faith card, the Whale's Joy card? You know who this is. You know who this represents. You know. What is your leap of faith, TC? Stop. Please, please stop trying to navigate around every damn issue as if it was something you can come back to. Deal with it, get through it, learn how to adapt, learn how to overcome, persevere, learn how to build that armor up. But for God's sake, please come up for that brilliant, beautiful air of life. You just got freedom. Take it in. Scream for joy. I am alive. I am no longer in the shit place I was. Oh my dear God, can I sing the happily, glowfully, gleefully that I am finally not working through all the shit in my life finally. I am finally on the right path. Oh my dear God, let me come up for that fresh breath of air and leap for joy. I want to know how hard she's laughing right now. Honestly, I really do. Yeah. So, we know what we fear. What do we need to release? I've been telling you this. Yes, we need boundaries. Yes, we need to have protection. Yes, we need to have a safe place. But if we're so guarded and so protected that we cannot allow other things to come in, what you just experienced with that person, that's what you're blocking yourself from. That's the kind of energy you could feel every day that was empowering you and your life. Can you imagine using that kind of power for your own path and other people's path? A power like that? But if you keep putting out the daggers and being afraid of all of this different new stuff, but when was the last time you experienced that? It made you feel safe. You didn't need anything protecting you, did you? It was safe. It was quiet. No need to put up a barrier because you walked into the ethereal, the light, as like I like to call it, the light at the end of the tunnel that everyone thinks they see. Okay? It's that energy. It's rejoining the energy of all things together. And we keep protecting ourselves against things we think are going to hurt us. Well, aren't you the most powerful being you need to be or not? You are going to walk in those places sometimes and be amazed by the lessons you are going to learn. Wandering Path card really is pupil. Really? You know we have work to do, Chris. You know we have work to do. But I know you have to be ready. I know you have to have that time and space. But I also notice you're online every single day doing for others rather than coming and doing stuff for you. Who's avoiding what now? What lesson haven't we learned yet, maybe? Okay, I'm just going to stop there because you already know what I'm going to say next. And I'm not, like I said, not pressuring you in any way. But someone is trying to come and tell you something. But you're starting to understand. You really are, because you have brought this stuff together, Kristen. You have lit the path. You are choosing to take an easier path for a change and setting up goals. They understand that. We are still trying to find out, right, that we are growing. We are taking the world in and learning how to adapt to the environment we've been planted in. I know I have things I have to bring together still, but that's a part of growth. That's a part of learning. The sapling has to take all of those things in the ground together and make something out of that. Like I had to make my destiny. Like I had to carve my life into being. And as we face that mirror once again and choose to either become the mirror, smash the mirror, or move the damn mirror. It's just on that one unseen path that we have yet to drop into. And then all we have to do is face the fear of what? Joy? Living life and taking a breath in every once in a while and realizing, do you realize, Kristen? I want you to realize right now where you were just a week ago. Just remind yourself what your life was like a week ago. And remind yourself that you have to jump through the joy and life of everything you've experienced. You don't need to relearn any lessons here. They're telling you, hey, we see you trying to do that. We see you trying to learn, so you don't have to go through this again. So you don't have to relearn the lesson over again. Remember, this is a wandering path, the one you haven't considered quite yet. And you, and I know Kristen, Kristen or TC, that I know that it's a process, just like it was a process for me. You're developing spirituality for the first time, developing all of these tools for the first time, and it's exciting and new, and you want to share and you want to give back all these gifts that are being given to you, because they want you to learn how to use them. They want you to learn how to trust those feelings and thoughts and everything. They want you to do what you're doing. They want you to be online doing readings every day and not coming to me. Maybe the lessons you need to learn are the ones you teach others the most. Remind yourself, the one thing you keep bringing up in your readings every day, go back and watch your VODs once in a while and see what you keep bringing up for people, because it might be something you need to deal with. I've done it before. It's a very wide opening experience, I'll tell you that. And remember that energy that you felt with that one guy? I feel that energy every day. He's got a higher level, so I feel more of that energy when I was in his room for that. But now all I have to do is go, hey, may I adopt my energy to meet that energy? So I go, raising myself up and go, oh, I'm gonna be in that ethereal level. But like I said, because you are learning it, exactly. They're not gonna overload you, just like they're not gonna put you, like, it's not like they're gonna put the plug into a higher voltage wall that can blow everything out, and there will be a time that they turn you off for a while and you're going to be wondering why they're not talking anymore. And welcome in, oh you broke it. First redeemed, oh you broke it. Welcome in, oh you broke it. That's a funny name, I love that. Moving you on though, Kristen, because and first and second. Yeah, it's just been a while. I haven't seen your name in chat for a while, so. Oh, that's why you change your name. Okay, Avirna, welcome back. That's why I didn't recognize you. At least as far as the name goes. I might have known once I started doing shuffling and stuff like that for you. How have you been? Hey, TC, I'm here for you whenever you are ready for it. I'm here to teach you. I'm ready to bring you in more and more and more. That's what we'll talk about the next time you're ready, is what is paganism and what does it mean to be on the path that you're on right now, and what may or may not interest you as a guide to increase your spirituality even more. Wow, well, I hate roaches. My brother used to live in a very big a really bad dilapidated apartment downtown in Minneapolis. You walked into the room and it was like watching the jungle. It was like roach heaven in there. It was roaches every single where. Ever since then, I'm like roaches. I don't mind them if I'm in there. I'm not gonna run screaming out the door, but it's gonna be, yeah. Watch what you ask for. We'll do it in the right way, though, okay? We will do it in the right way. So, you'll get challenged a tiny bit, but not so much you won't be able to handle it. Like I said, you contact me when you're ready. Remember, I think you still owe me 1 day a month before this month ends, so. My afraid just made me a grizz bag. What is a grizz bag? I don't know what a grizz bag is. Sorry. Well, good for that. Good for you. Cree. Oh. Okay. It looks like we are in an ad for a second. Here we are. We're back. Welcome back. How are you doing there, Avira? Avirna. I will try to get it right. Okay, gree. Okay. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. I learned something today. Yay! I don't promise to remember it, but I do promise to try to remember it, okay? No promises here. So, how's life been treating you? So you got this bag, and now you've got this bag for self-confidence and self-love, and now you're ready to start to find this within yourself, right? Well, that's great. That's a good place to start, but remember, the place you need to start the most is in here, and start saying to yourself, hey, the other part of me that I don't really like that much, I love you. I know we have to change some things. I know there's some things we have to work on, but those are part of me too. And that's what really helped me heal, was accepting that other part of myself was just as broken as the person who you see every day sometimes. Well, like I said, spells are all nice and good. They will help you along the way, but they're only there to guide that energy towards you. You're still going to have to do the work for it. It's not like you're going to sit in your room and open the door one day and poof, your life is going to be better. I wish it worked like that. And spells can be as complicated or not as complicated as you want them to be. So, I write my own spells, so I don't, what everybody else's magic is what everybody else's magic. If that's what helps them get connected to their spirit and their realms, if that's the kind of magic they need to put out there, then that's perfectly fine. That's how they connect to the ethereal realm. Sure, you can. Pick a number 1 through 10. I'm going to shuffle that many times for you. And then pick a second number 1 through 52. And that will be the card that you pick 1 through 52. That card will be the one card I give you, okay? While I finish cleaning this out real quick. Alright, let me do this first here before I do anything else. Okay? Here we go. 3 and 7 for your one card reading, just a general reading then, just so I can focus in on the energy here. One, 2, 3. I have a question for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And here's the 7th card. I have a God card for you that fell out as well. So, my question is, do you want this as an extra card, or do you want this to be the card for you for the day? So, do you want this to be your answer, or do you want this to be the secondary answer that's your message from your higher power? That's usually how it works here. Extra card. Okay, so this is the general reading, one card reading. The Willow card. So, let me explain this card to you first, okay? So, your general for the day, okay? So today is going to be a day to remind yourself of that safe spot that you created within yourself. That promise that you made yourself a long time ago on what you wanted your life to look like. You trusted a dream. You trusted that part of yourself that wanted to manifest a certain thing within your life. You went into this place and learned to learn one very special thing. Now let me tell you my story, okay? When I was a young boy, after a very hard day, I ran away from home up onto a hill where in the distance there was a willow tree. After I had gotten done being very hurt by a very bad woman, I ran away from home for about 2 hours, not really running away, but letting all of it out because I knew it was wrong, that what they were doing to me at the time. But then I ran away, up that hill, ran to this willow tree, where I fell asleep underneath the willow tree. And underneath this willow tree, I got the dream that changed my life forever. I trusted in that dream and became the person you see here today. But for you, I'm saying now is the time to find that dream, that thing you want to manifest, the thing that you want to have come into this world. And it's time to realize one very special thing that they wanted to tell you today. It's time to learn how to bend in the wind a little bit and bend and sway in the wind like a willow tree bends and sways in the wind. And also that no matter what's going on in life right now, your answer is this. It's gonna be okay. No matter what it is in your life, things are gonna be okay and work out exactly how they're supposed to work out. You will see it one day and look back and go, oh, that's why. That's your one card message for today. And then we have the extra God card too. So what does your God card have to tell you too? So we've already said we were going to see the God card, so we're going to do that. You get a very good card for this as well. Do you have a first name I can use? Oh yeah, Avera. Avera? And I hope I'm saying that right. Avera. I think I'm going back here and saying Avera. Verna. Okay, close enough. Averna. I really want you to open your ears because this is a direct message from the moms of the universe. My mom, the mother that I believe in the ethereal realm. I don't know what you believe in, but this comes from all the mothers of the world because this is my mom's card. And let me tell you about my mom. She was a very dedicated woman in her life. She came with her set of issues too. She was an alcoholic. She had depression and anxiety. She was a single mother. She was a baby of the biggest one of a big family. She had 7 other siblings, and my father had like 6 other siblings and stuff like that. So they were both the babies of the bunch. But my mom let her issues and problems rule her, and she usually gave up her dreams for everybody else's expectations. You know? And that's how she used to live her life. I grew up watching her live her life like that. She was always the kind, generous, beautiful woman who always tried to help me become the man I am today. And without her, I cannot say I wouldn't be who I am today. She was the key to me finding what I needed to find. And just like her, she had to awaken to a brand new world. Because it didn't matter to her if she was in a dark place or a light place. She had to still find a way to do what she wanted and grow the way she needed to grow. Just like a gardenia rose does. it does grow in a light. It does grow in the dark. It weaves itself through all the other plants so that it can take just enough for it to survive, right? It takes from other plants so that it can survive, but it gives more in return than it takes sometimes, and that can make the plant die. But it's very good at rebalancing itself out so that now it gives and takes appropriately, which was something my mom needed to learn how to do before she called herself Gardenia Rose. Okay? So now that I've told you a little bit about the plant, let me tell you what my mom used to tell me, and this is the part I really need you to hear me, and I'm going to yell a little bit. So if you need to turn your microphone down or something at this point, this will probably be the point you want to either turn it down or turn it up so you actually hear the message that I'm about to say to you. There were 3 things my mom always used to tell me that should help me in my life. And I think you really need to hear these today, so pay attention! Are you ready for number 1? There are 3. I have 3 things for you that I need you to hear today. Number 1, pay attention. You, Avanal, have the power. That's right. You have the power. Avirna, you are the one, the only person who has the power. Say it today and you know it, breathe it, and become it. Because you have the power. Number 2, and hear me please, Avirna, you are loved by more people than you could ever possibly imagine. You don't need to seek love anymore because you are loved and will always be loved by a myriad of different people. So don't walk away from this reading today thinking that you aren't loved and that you aren't appreciated, because you are. And you need to start to see that within yourself too, because you deserve to be loved too. And number 3, and the final one that I really want you to hear me today. Okay? Really? I need you to hear me when I say, it's time to carve your own goddamn destiny already. You can't let others show you how to live your life. Put your finger down in the sands of time and start to carving. And say, this is what my life will be. This is what I will expect. This is what I won't expect. This is everything I want it to be and more. And carve that line in the sands of time and make that shit happen. And that's the 3 pieces of advice my mom always used to instill in me. And that's how I started to believe in my power, the love within myself, and that I had a choice to change whatever I saw in a dream to become possible. I believed so much in that dream that I carved it into being. And that's what the Willow card is about, and the Gardenia Rose card go very well together, because it was after that the most hardest moment of my life that I finally realized I could choose my own destiny. The dream gave me the template to say to myself, this is how I could be happy. This is how I imagine my life really being someday. And that gave me a template to follow. Did all of those things come true in the exact order that I saw them? No, but they all did eventually come true. And I have backup now to tell me that my intuitions and crazy thoughts and feelings weren't just crazy. You know, I have a wife now who felt all of much what I've given to her now, as we are in that relationship and been for 18 years now. Wow, I still have a hard time saying that sometimes. I cannot believe I've been married 18 years. I never thought I'd be married 3. But see, I had a negative life at one point and made it more positive. And you know what? I think you're on the journey of actually right now, especially within you, is capturing that dream and knowing you are going to make it manifest. And that's the whole point of the reading today, that you have the power to manifest that. You have the power that you are enough loved that you don't have to worry about acceptance. Go do what makes you feel good for you for a change. Remind yourself that you choose the path every single time, and when you carve a part down in the sands of time and say, this is how I will live my life, and this is how I will live, it's a transitional period for a reason. It's like you are in the cocoon, and the butterfly doesn't become a butterfly overnight. You're in the cocoon, and the cocoon is starting to get to that close part where you come out of the cocoon and realize you did become a butterfly after all. You went into that cocoon an ugly old worm, not knowing that you could transform into something more beautiful, but something told you inside this is exactly how you needed to transform. So you go through said thing. Yeah, the cocoon's getting kind of itchy, and it's time to start scratching our way out of the cocoon. So remind yourself that when you exit the cocoon, and now is the time to say, I break free from the cocoon and I birth myself. Because remember, that creature has to choose to come out of the cocoon. If you break that cocoon for it, it will not survive in this world. So you have to get through that cocoon part. And then let your wings come out and dry for a while before you can flutter about and fly. Because you are just coming out of major transformation. So you're going to have that I need to rest and let my wings dry moment before I fly. Then I will fly. You know what I'm saying? So enjoy the transition while you're enjoying it. Remind yourself you're learning everything you need to learn now, so that when you come out of that cocoon, it's instinct for you now. It's not a question anymore. You do it automatically, And the cocoon is too small. It's time to get out. But there's only one person who can break through the cocoon. So, birth yourself today. Choose the path you want. Get a piece of paper if you need to. Write down a contract between you and who you will become. And a letter to your future self. It's telling your past self, telling your future self exactly who you will become. And then write with your heart, honor it with your mind, and accept it with your spirit. And then become the butterfly you were always meant to be and have always been. That's my only advice for you there, my friend. I'm going to get this name wrong again, but I'm going to go back. Avirna. I'm putting it in the chat so that I will be able to spell it without having to go all the way back up to the beginning. So that was just for me, so I could go Avirna, so I can know how to pronounce it correctly. But you know that this cocoon stage won't last forever. That once you break free of it, you don't have to take any of that bullshit with you. Leave it in the cocoon. All the stuff you don't want to take with you is that husk you don't want to take with you. It doesn't eat the cocoon stuff. It just lets it fall to the ground and go back to the earth. It doesn't do anything with that shell it was baking itself in. And that crap that you were baking yourself in was everything you've been through up to this point. That's what you baked yourself in. That's what helped you transform into that beautiful butterfly. It's still a mystery what happens in the cocoon while their transformation is happening. It's a lot of chemical and body changes that happen. You know what I'm saying? But when you birth this world, take those wings, let them dry, and then fly, fly, fly. Well, that's up to you. Like I said, embrace who you want to be. In a physical way, if it means changing your body to fit what you want to look like, Fuck them if they don't like what you look like. I don't give a flying fuck what anyone thinks about me wearing this ugly old shirt that's backwards today because I forgot to turn around my damn fucking shirt. Oops. But does that make me a weirder person or a nicer person for that? I don't know. But that's up to you to decide. This is the moment you are in the cocoon. Decide who you want yourself to be. Get that clear in your mind so that when you have your for lack of better terms, coming out party, okay? I know that means a lot of different things to a lot of different people, so I'm only using that as a walking out the closet door of whatever closet you're in. Not that you're in any specific closet, okay? I'm a witch. I'm in the broom closet, sometimes with some people or, other things. I'm also bisexual, so I'm in the bisexual closet sometimes with some things. I got a lot of weird things. I've got OCD, stuff like that. And I don't always, it's not like I'm majorly OCD, tiny bit autistic, I've got all the weird stuff. I'm the one person who gets every weird thing that no 1 out of 1,000 people get. I was one, when COVID hit, I didn't get COVID because everybody else was getting it. So I knew I wasn't going to get it. That and I was stuck in my house for 2 years, so I really couldn't go get it if I wanted to. But the point of a transformation is to transform. If you come out of that person you used to be and adopt a new person that you want to be now, you have to walk in that and breathe that and talk in that and live that every day. Not faking it until you make it. You're not faking anything. You are that person. Jack Sparrow doesn't stop to question himself whether or not he's Jack Sparrow. Except for those brief moments of anxiety and depression when all he has is a jar of dirt to keep him occupied at the time. I don't know. I don't get a lot of people in my channel. I can't be worried about how many people are here or not here. I have to be okay with some things there. Let me see what you just said here. I'm going to the Texas Renaissance Festival this weekend. I haven't been there for a long time. It will help me grow going on. That's the perfect way to go there because you can be whatever you want in the Renaissance Festival. And if you are magically inclined, you can dress up in any magical way you want to and still be okay. That is the perfect way for you to go out and put a little bit more of yourself out there because no one judges at a Ren Festival. There are more weird people at Ren Fest than you will ever bump into yourself. You will always bump into something weirder than you. Always. I don't care who it is. And not having been back in 10 years, that's amazing. That's going to be a life-changing, hopefully good experience for you because it's going to be a reminder of what you used to, the nostalgia of it, yeah, but it's going to be the new experience because you haven't been back there. Things are going to change and things aren't going to be the same. Some things are going to be very similar and some things are going to be very not similar. And, I understand that feeling because I didn't go through that long of a period of not going to Renfest, but it's been about 5 years for me since I've been to Renfest, and that's been for mobility issues more than anything. Because they have a lot where they want, and we don't have a car to get to the place there it is, and it's very far from where we're at. So, but go what feels comfortable for you. If you're not using the chair, then bring the cane, then bring the walker if you need to. But stand on your own 2 feet, take it one step at a time. Remember your balance issues. My wife is working on this right now. And I'm not saying you and her are similar in any shape, way, or form, but she's learning how to use a leg she hasn't had for, she just learned how to use her left leg again. because she's a double amputee. Her left leg has been amputated below the knee, and her foot on her right side isn't there anymore. She doesn't have any feet. She just has a stump there. And hey, you take what you need to take. Just remember to do it in appropriate places, so that if you got to go out, sneak out and have a puff somewhere, then you do it where it's not going to bother anyone. Bring your pain meds, great, but use them as needed. Don't have to shove them down your throat. You don't want your experience to be, you want to go enjoy the experience. Bring money for snacks and something that you would really like to buy for yourself that brings that new spirituality into focus. Go to this Renaissance Festival with this intent. I am going to find something that represents the new me, and I'm going to buy that thing for me. And from that moment forward, whatever I decide to get at the Renaissance Festival, cane, staff, necklace, robe, whatever you can afford, kind of a deal, a rock, a stone, whatever. And then I want you to go use that thing as the place you start building that person you want yourself to be. Whatever you call yourself in a highest self kind of a way. Like I call myself the unknown prophet. That is who I really am. Joshua and the unknown prophet are the same thing. But the only way I can represent unknown, there's no representation of unknown that I can go get there. I don't need a representation of the unknown because I know who I am. That's kind of the point of the name. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of a double entendre because me doing this, I am known. So I'm not really unknown anymore, am I? Anyway. But yeah, use it as a way to transform. You are exiting the cocoon as you travel through that Renfest, and when you find your item, that's something that connects you to that person you want yourself to be, build around that. Build around that and build yourself up who you always wanted to be. And then just start walking, talking, and breathing that, no matter what anyone says. At least you'll be happy. If you're sharing your journey with someone, at least let them know what's going on so they don't get surprised. You're going to see a physical change with me. You're going to see an attitude change with me. I'm trying to find myself here. Get in my way and I will ignore your ass. And maybe it's also a journey of setting up boundaries and what you're capable of and not capable of too there, because at a Renaissance Festival, there's a lot of different things that you're going to have to do body-wise, mental-wise, and even just having fun in that moment too, So, I think it's a good idea to go back to the Renfest and kind of bring your inner you out. I think it's a great idea, honestly. Yeah. I'm just reading what you're writing here real quick here. Exactly. Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Yes. Check. I agree completely with you. Feel beautiful and magical again? Oh my God. What about feeling like that the rest of your life instead of just one day? Feel beautiful and magical every day. Look, you just created a higher self. I am not going to let my scoliosis get in my way. If I don't need a wheelchair, I'm not going to take a wheelchair. I will take the appropriate things with me that I need to manage my pain. I'm setting up my own boundaries. Yes, I will definitely get something. Owning your power and taking it back into yourself. I haven't been out for a while, challenging myself. No, I needed to do this because if I don't do this now, I might not have a chance. I know that this will be the experience I need to have, and I will enjoy every last moment of it, and I will adopt and maybe learn something about myself. I will take pictures, I will have fun, I will enjoy myself, but most of all, when I exit that place, I will still feel beautiful and magic again in my life. Period, comma, no space, no done, explanation point, explanation point, explanation point. I'm a bad grammar person. Damn straight. Damn straight. Butterfly. Butterfly, you. Butterfly. 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 Avirna, butterfly. Butterfly, all I've got to say is just go be a butterfly. And you will be beautiful. And I can't wait to see. You want to share pictures on the Discord? Go right ahead. My Discord's in here somewhere. You want to ask there for whatever? Hey, Alka, welcome back in. What's up? I'm doing actually pretty good today. Having a good little reading with Avanal here, and then I'll clear my cards off for you here. So clearing cards off for you, Alka. Thank you. I hope that helps you today. Hey, you do whatever feels right for you, okay? I'm just telling you, that's kind of what I want you to keep in your mind, is I am becoming my version of a butterfly. You don't have to use butterfly as your symbol. You can, do that. So whatever feels right in your heart to get, that's what you should get. If that's what it takes to make you feel beautiful again, then that's a place to start. Hey, go for it. If my suggestion helped you, great. If that's what you're drawn to right now, and maybe that's why I said butterfly so much. So, hey, maybe that's exactly what you need to get. Good, I'm glad. All right, Alka. How are you doing, my sweet, sweet girl? Hello? Okay, let's see here. Spice up. Love reading today. Okay. I need you to help me help Alka with love. Spicy love. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Excuse me for a second here. Oh, sorry guys. I just had a bad cramp in my side there. Oh, that hurt. Hoofty. Alright, I'm okay. And we did the 3 shuffles and we're going to, did we do the 8 counting 8 yet? I believe we did. Did we do the counting 8 cards yet? Please help. Help. My brain doesn't work. Alka, Did I count your numbers out or not? I need to go 3, didn't I? 1, 2, 3. I don't think I counted 3. No. 1, 2. All right, then this is it. I didn't think I did. And you want a love reading. Love is what we want. Love is what we get, right? Yeah, cleanse 8 and the 3 didn't get done. Yeah, okay, we got it done now though. These are the right cards. I just wanted to double check because like I'm doing a tiny bit of green and I'm a little, not really stoned, but enough to go, old man brain kicked in, and I'm like, what was that thinking? Brain no work. Ugh, ugh. So. But thank you for the help. Here's your message though on the love, right? The spicy love that you are seeking. First of all, Elka, you're looking in the wrong places if you want spicy love. If you want hot, passionate, I don't know if I'm ever going to see you kind of love, or do you want hot, passionate, let's make this last forever kind of love? What kind of hot and spicy love do you want? Because, girl, if you want to get it spicier, it's time to get spicier. You. Yes, you. Yes, you. Yeah, yeah. No more shy girl for you. Now it's time to bring out the freak flag and maybe, just, maybe. I am here. Woman, hear me roar. Come and get me, boys. I'm ready. Okay? I think you kind of need it this way right now. I'm feeling that this is something that maybe you've been ignoring a tiny bit. But the point is that you have to use the ingredients that you have been given to mold yourself into what you want your life to look like. That's what we've been working on in our past, molding ourselves into the shape we wanted ourselves to be. Now that we have done that work, now we must look at ourselves and see that we are beautiful and ready for the other side of the coin, which is sharing our journey and letting someone see our reflection and accepting that reflection as the thing they want to be a part of. And yes, in love, we always have to look deep within every person because they're going to have a lot of facets within them, but they're going to make up the whole, and you're going to see them for who they truly are. And just like you are seeing yourself for who you truly are as well. And as far as love is going, you're molding yourself and molding your journey into what you want love to look like now. You've had examples of what you don't want love to look like. Now you have to come up with a plan that says, this is how I will date from now on. If they don't meet these requirements, I'm sorry, maybe a one-off, but that's it. Then I know when I find that one person who I match a little bit more with and share a little bit more of myself with, they see who I really am, they see who I have become, they think I'm beautiful, I think I'm beautiful because I have that within me. Then I take and I remember not to hide back behind that mask again. That mask, that retreating mask we used to keep as our safe spot, the old stuff that was before here, we still have that mask handy because we still feel like we need to have our protective moments, right? We don't use it a lot anymore, but we do have moments where we put on the mask to go, I'm not quite sure I want you to see all of me at this moment. It's a protection mechanism, not a I hate myself or anything like that. It's not like you're digging underneath the surface to find out who you are. You know yourself very well. It's the point that you kind of have the security blanket of energy that you throw over yourself when the universe and you are trying to mold you into a different thing. You know what I'm saying? And why are you going through what you're going through right now, Alka? And what is going to help you find that love? Look at your situation right now. Look at your actual life right now and really take a nice, long, hard look at all the bounty and beauty you have before you. We can't make it any more plain to you. We can't give you any more signs. We can't show you anything else. All we can do is let you open your eyes and actually see what we're giving you. Well, if that's what it takes to feel fulfilled, then great. They are the ultimate perfect love and perfect trust creatures. They love you unconditionally. They will never not love you unless you hate and abuse them, okay? Yeah, Egyptians worship them for a reason. Hey, if that's what makes you feel fulfilled inside, I'm not going to tell you not to go do that. But I think that the only thing left for you to really do is look around your world right now, because I bet there's someone in your actual sphere of influence that may already have feelings for you. But you have to learn how to see them as more than just XYZ, because they think you will always see them as one thing. I keep feeling this in my head. Every time you ask about love, it's like, I see a guy who's very into, he reminds me of, I don't like to use another reader as an example, so let me try to find a better example. It's not like, okay, remember when Steve Urkel became the cool version of Steve Urkel, Stephanon, or whatever his name was, right? It's like he's transforming from the Steve Urkel into the good guy, and then eventually Urkel becomes that one really good version of himself, because he's got a split personality or something in there, And if you really think about it, Steve Urkel has multiple personality disorder. He has two different personas within him, the cool him and the geeky him, And he has to find a way to bring both those sides together. And there is something in your life you're not seeing that's right in front of you that may be exactly the mold you are looking for, that really does love you for who you are and loves you already, all the pieces that are there, and they already know what's underneath the mask. You can't hide behind it from them. They already know it all. So that's the general reading, and I do think, like I said, there's someone around you, and I want to ask you permission for this card, but I'm not going to. What does your God and Goddess want you to do? Please, 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 please take some time to tend to self for a bit. Please, just take a rest and just soak in the energy that's coming in right now. Tend to that fire. Tend to that fire. Thank you, sweetie, for the biddies. I appreciate that. In honor of you doing the biddies, here we go. Thank you very much for the 50 biddies. I truly do appreciate it. So it's time to tend to self. And I know that seems like you hear this a lot. But why do you keep hearing this a lot? It's because it's still time to take care of self. That is what they need from you right now. To just get back to self-care for a bit. When they've replenished your battery, watch you go. You're welcome. I know you keep getting the self-love kind of stuff from me, but that's what I'm feeling that you need the most right now, is to find the beauty inside of yourself, and then you want to share that beauty. You're still trying to find something to fix the beautiful you. And I don't know why you feel like that, because there's no reason for you to feel like that. And I really do think there's someone in your actual life right now that really would, if you saw them in that way, they would hop that train in a heartbeat, because they really have deep, hard feelings for you. They just don't share them because they're too scared of losing you as a friend. They'd rather just stay your friend than risk it. Good morning, sweet. How are you doing this fine morning, by the way? Welcome in, sweet and dirty. I love the name, by the way. How are we doing this fine day for you? I'm having a really good day. We're having our 420 celebration today. As you can see, the pot leaves are out. I am smoking cannabis. It's sometimes helps enhance my gifts a little bit. But I'm going to be honest, I'm not really that high right now. It's more for the pain I'm feeling than to get toasty on you guys. So I'm really not trying to use it that hard. I think I've taken a puff if I had done it 20 minutes ago, it would have been 420. I'm just 20 minutes late. Yeah, I'm not in so much pain I can't handle it. I wake up in. Okay, let me explain something to you since you're kind of new here. I wake up in a level 5 pain every day. That's my standard pain level. I will deal with that every day. I've dealt with that pretty much for 15 years now. And I don't take any kind of like heavy hard drugs. I use cannabis about once every 5 to 6 hours, depending on how bad the pain is. And once in a great blue moon, I just smoke it to smoke it. But that I usually do get really toasty, like on special occasions, or I just really need to go to sleep or something and sleep. I usually use it to help me sleep or something like that too. So, and right now, I'm just loading what I call my brass monkey up, and we have this kind of a celebration twice a month. We have a cannabis stream twice a month. Otherwise, we do normal clean readings. So whenever you see the green leaves out, that's when I'm using cannabis. And like I said in my little post up here, I'm using cannabis. I understand that this is not for everybody, and you don't have to do what I do here, okay? So please use and don't abuse. Please use responsibly. Please do what's good for you in your life and what keeps you safe and what keeps you feeling the way you need to feel. But I'll tell you this, after being 25 pills a day, and I cut down 7 of those pills were for pain, and I cut 7 pills out of my life for one joint, one date. And I don't drive, and I don't go anywhere. I'm not walking out of my house when I'm high. I'm laying in bed and watching silly shit on TV. I hate pills. I have a digestive issue with when it comes to pills and stuff like that. If they're in a gel form, they're pretty okay. But if they're not in that, if they're in that white aspirin-y like crap that we all hate, that pill, it tastes horrible going down your throat, even if you have it in there for 5 seconds. I hate taking pills. I would rather smoke green all day long. Yeah, and the side effects. You know what I get from side effects from this? You're absolutely. You know what I get from side effects from this? Calm, relaxing, beautiful, wonderful, cosmically wonderful sleep. You know what kind of side effects I got from the other shit? Diarrhea. I'm not going to go through all the dirty crap that kind of happens to me. Yeah, exactly. Plus, half of that is filler, just so they can say they put something in it. So I'm not a big pill fan myself, but I would like you to always do what your doctor recommends and follow what you and your life choices are going to do. We don't force cannabis on anybody here, but if you smoke, we smoke with you. We are very cannabis friendly here. Because like I said, I try to use it more as a pain relief, but I am using it right now not only to increase my pain relief, but also to increase my skills, because when I smoke cannabis, it allows my natural defense mechanisms to kind of drop off, and then I'm not so blah, 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 blah. I honestly don't know what the earthling mat is. I'll have to look that up. But I do back exercises every day to help with the back pain too. It's not like I just sit here and smoke pot. I have to do certain back exercises that I can do while I'm in bed, you know. And lately I've been having a lot of cramping issues in my abdominal region because I was taking some of those pills to help me with the pain. Because like I said, I get a certain amount a month and I try to use them very sparingly because they cramp me up like a bastard, and I hate that. Yeah, I also have that too. All the way from my mid-range back to my butt, completely fucked. Okay. I'm sorry I can't take it. Oh, and yesterday or last night we got our gas turned off in the middle of the night because I haven't paid the gas bill yet, so they snuck in the middle of the night and locked the gas on us. I'm half tempted to grab one of my tools right now and cut the fucker off. Okay, well, I'll check it out though. I always check out you guys' suggestions. You know what? Nothing to apologize for. Well, this looks interesting. I can just go outside. I don't need a mat that does this. I've got grass outside that does this. Yeah, I'll walk in the grass. I can do this outside without without a mat. Yep, I can do everything it tells me to do. Yep, I know how to ground. I know how to do all of this stuff already. Yeah, it does it electronically though. Electronically got. Oh, thank you for the biddies. Thank you so much for that. Wow, 500 biddies. Thank you so much for those biddies. I truly do appreciate it. I wish my alerts were working correctly, but they're not. So. But thank you very much for the biddies. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm very grateful for anything you guys give to me. Remember, I don't expect anything from you. These are completely free. I only expect that you come here, you get the messages you need to get from me today, you take it back, you look at your life, and you think about what you want to do with it. You make the best possible choice you can make. I want you to live a life full of happiness, full of a day you can wake up and say, today was my best day ever. I want you to fall asleep saying, today was my best day ever. I want to lead you to that day where you can do that for yourself. That's why I'm here. Not for any other reason. Oh yeah, OT Solos. Yeah, Solos chat. I love Solo. He's awesome. OTF Solo is a brilliant streamer. Oh look, all of my shit is working again. So here we go. Here's one of my baby streamers. And then we've got one of my wonderful, gonna be the #1 top hit Counter-Strike person someday. And then we've got, see, so now at least now these are working correctly. We've got, Alka, who does tarot too. She's an awesome reader. I haven't been to your channel in a while, but when you sometimes you do tarot reading and playing other games, and then so then we've got other people like the Advisor. If you've ever never been, if you know OT Solo, you probably know the Advisor. If you don't, Ada, happy 420, girl. Happy. I was like thinking to myself, I was really thinking I would see some kind of a poster from you and Michael for tomorrow. I don't know. I hope everything's okay. I really do, because I have missed you two so much. So and yeah, I know. No, I think it's kind of a gimmicky thing I can go do outside all by myself without electronic stimulation to do it. But hey, yeah, he has been slacking. He has been slacking. You got to tell that boy he needs to get back online a little bit more. We're all going through games with snakes withdrawal here. He's going to get so many biddies and things and stuff like that when he comes back because we're all just waiting for him to go live and we're all going to go slung, 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 slung when he gets back on. You know we're going to do that, right? There's another beautiful soul in chat, Ada Smokes Mids. She's a young musician currently working on her music, currently working on her sound and her abilities. She's not quite ready to share it with the world yet, but when she is, she will come out with knives and forks thinking. I think it's like 3 months late now. I'm still waiting for some song that I was promised a couple months ago that I'm still waiting to hear, but I'm being patient. You have to go find out. Okay, if you guys want to follow somebody, you like 420 content, you like 420 creations, okay, check this out here. You have your own command here, even that here, Ada. Ada. There you go. And your boy has his own little thing. Go check out my brother from another mother, Games with Snakes. He is a 420 content creator. He's a party vibe. He's a challenge maker. He's a moving engraver. You want to find out about cannabis and its effects in different forms. He's definitely the dude to go hang out and chill with, but also have that nice party atmosphere. His community is beyond reproach, the most beautiful community ever. They are so supportive, but they're all a bunch of pot smokers. So don't expect to get, you're going to get these deep philosophical conversations from time to time, or we're all just going to be dirty fucks. That's okay, right, Ada? So, yeah, but I understand, he's got to... Yeah. So he's got to get going with all of that stuff and stuff like that. I know he's got to get up, and I know you're working on your music, Ada. I don't mean to tease you so much about it. It's just that when I originally had that feeling, when we had that reading not so long ago, when I told you to work on that one song, it wasn't really for me. It was for you. The reason I kind of want to hear it is because I just want to listen to what your interpretation of what I asked you to do was. And I know it's going to take you a while to get it all together and pretty and make sure that you like what you hear and stuff like that. I'm not in a hurry. I know it will come. So, good. I'm glad I made your heart smile today, you beautiful soul. You are a beautiful soul too, sweet and dirty. Sweet and dirty. I'm sweet and dirty. I'm sweet and dirty. I'm dirty, 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 sweet and dirty. I'm sweet and dirty. I'm sweet and dirty, 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 dirty. There you go. Clip that. Come back here and clip that for yourself there. I'm just me too. I'm a rude, crude, socially unacceptable man with delusions of grandeur or God complex. I talk to invisible people, see movies play in my head, and guess, you guessed it, I talk to the gods themselves and think I can talk to them. If you want to leave now, run! Run while you can before it's too late! Or you can stick around and find out what kind of fun you'll be in the mood for later. I kind of had to finish that one movie I was watching the other day. And on Friday's my day for things to come out on. So I'm kind of excited for a couple of things here. I like cooking shows, but I like certain kinds of... Oh, did I just see you post something in the Discord there, you little... crazy woman, you? I just saw you post something in Discord now. Sometimes I want you to go grab the hot poker and put it under his ass there, Ada. I love him. He knows I love him too. Do. Might as well bring up the Discord. Nope, no thing. Oh, and your card should be there hopefully in the next couple of days, by the way. I know you will. Like I said, he's my man. He's the man with the master plan. Yeah, the card, like I said, I gave you guys one card. It's on its way, though, but it's got a very special message for you and Michael on there for you. So I know when it gets there, you'll appreciate it. But, you're one of the people that when I do finally complete my deck and I get it all published, I will be giving you guys a deck. You won't have to worry about anything. But that's going to be a little bit of time there because I want to do it right. I don't want to just rush it and get it done to get it done. I want to be in the moment to do those things. So, but I did give everyone's original card from the deck out there. They're all out there except for one. I've got to still mail one more thing to somebody, and I just got to wait for payday to do that. And now I've got to worry about a gas bill too. Well, except for my gas being turned off last night on what's supposed to be the coldest snap of snow. It always seems to happen during that time. So we're working it out. I've got the county on it. I've got them working on it. So, we're doing okay, though. It's been the first time we got an ad. In case you've got ads, hold on for 25 seconds. So I'm back again according to this thing. I have been very, very blessed this last couple of months. We've had a lot of good things happen to us too. A couple of things are hitting us right now, but we will get through them. We've been through way worse than we are going through right now. So we just have to get back on track and, make sure people are getting paid and something like that. Okay, let me see what you're saying here. Had a bad migraine. 24/7 was probably a month away from finding the exit door. The big exit door sleeping on the earthling mat stopped the migraine, throwing out the out of lifeline. Trust me, it's not a gimmick. Okay, well, like I said, I will check it out. You got piqued my interest. I'm just saying, normally I don't go for things like that because I see what they're trying to do there and I see the benefits of it, but I can do that in a natural way without a gimmick. That's all I'm saying. I don't need a mat to get to where they want me to get to. No, I can do that because I've learned how to do meditation. I've done it for 25 years, so of course I'm going to know all about that. Yeah, I understand the tactile feel of that kind of a feeling, and I bet they've done it in a really good way. I'm not saying it's a gimmick or anything like that. I haven't tried it yet. Till I've tried it, I can't say it was a gimmick. Because I've tried some things that were on TV that actually worked the way they were supposed to work. Not many, but some did. But thank you very much for the link though, because I will check it out, I promise. And I think I actually have. Like I said, I do check on things throughout the day to make sure that everything looks like it's going correctly. I might just raid out for today because there's not really much left to do. Anybody else want a reading before I get out of here for today? I am from Minneapolis, Minnesota, actually. Hey, I can spend a little bit of time talking with you guys. Just go to a just chatting stream for a while. We'll just close down the queue and we'll have a nice little chatting stream for a bit. Alright, we're closing the queue down at least. Oh, you want a reading? Okay. No problems. We'll get you a reading. Sweetie, I know you are... It says you're new here, so I want to tell you how it works. I'm going to shuffle this deck and I'm going to clean the cards off for you first and foremost. I do that for everybody. But I need you to do two things for me. Number one, I want you to pick a number 1 through 10. That's how many times I will shuffle the deck for you. Then I need you to pick a second number 1 through 52. Think about what you want to know or please put your question in chat as simply as possible, or just say you want a general reading. I will tell you what you need to know, not what you want to know here. I may kick your spiritual ass today because I do not hold back. If you get God cards today, that's an extra card that will fall out during the shuffle. You automatically see those during cannabis streams. So here we go, whenever you're ready. Okay, so cleaning the cards off first and foremost. So just to show you, I'm just randomly shuffling the cards, energetically cleaning these off for you. And just think about what you kind of want to know about life and where you kind of want to go. Everything. That's all I need from you. I don't take energy, I just read energy. Alright, here are your 7 official shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have 1 God card. We'll tell you about that after your reading. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And the 22nd card is now on top. So, I'm going to call you Sweet for this one. I hope that's okay, unless you want to give me a first name or something to call you by during this reading. And if you want to let me know your pronouns, I'll do my best to stay within them. Just before we start that, otherwise I'll just call you Sarah. Oh, Sarah. Thank you, Sarah. Sarah, this will be your reading for you today, okay? And I kind of already know your pronouns now that you say Sarah, but just in case, female, she, her, all that stuff. Try to get your pronouns right. Okay. All right, good. So, back to what you need to know, okay, Sarah? So you come here today a little bit beaten up by life. It feels like it's been a constant storm fighting for yourself. And it seems like you have to keep enduring and keep enduring and keep enduring. And you don't know why sometimes it feels like life is trying to beat up on you, or why you think you have to go through certain things. You are not, I repeat, not being punished for anything. Life sometimes happens to us all. Sometimes life happens to us for a reason, and sometimes life just happens. But most of what's been happening to you, if you think about it, has helped you overcome a lot of obstacles. It helped you build what we would like to call the armor you are going to need for what is to come. So, you built up that resilience, just like a birch tree builds up resilience through the winter. It splits its skin so that it can continue to grow. It doesn't take the good things that are still helping it. It takes all of those things that no longer serve any purpose anymore. When that piece of bark is dying anyway, it splits that skin to let in the brand new life it needs to breathe in again. Now, not telling you to split skin here, but I'm telling you to open yourself up and breathe in that life, that little drop of moisture every once in a while to keep yourself going, because you have the life's blood up in your very being. And what you have to realize is that we are moving past and moving on this point. That's why it's so scary right now. And that's why it's so hard for us to move on, because there's one thing we still have to move on from. I'm sorry I've got you tearing up, but that's kind of the why I warn people about my readings. Okay, I do not sugarcoat it. I do not hold back. I will tell you exactly what you need to hear. So if you're tearing up, it's for a reason. Okay? Give into it. Yeah, in a good way, I know. So, Sarah, let me talk to you about something that we want to work on. And it's something you've been working on a lot in your life anyway. Because you like the cage. Admit it. You like the cage. The cage feels good because it's what we're used to. The cage is safe. The cage is protected. The cage is something that will always, always, always keep us from all that harm we don't want to experience. Oh, do I feel safe here? Really? You expect yourself to feel anything when it's become so cold around you, you're forming ice around that cage, that you now live in a giant ice block, keeping yourself from all the things you don't want to feel anymore, because we're tired of being hurt. Oh, boo-hoo, we all get hurt. We all go through shit. We all go through it all. Why aren't you taking that hammer you brought in with you, that golden hammer of strength, that golden hammer of positivity, and start breaking those barriers down so you can start to feel what you need to feel in order to be empowered to overcome those things? So the only way you can get free of the blocks you are putting up in your own life is to bring that positive light in. You shine as brightly and as strongly as you want. Yes, you are trying. You're not trying anymore. You're doing it. You're melting the ice. You're visibly thinking of positive things that will help your life become full of joy, peace, happiness, fulfillment, acceptance. All that you want is on the other side of this ice block. Do you realize that's what you're stopping yourself from feeling? So drop it down, smash it down, block it, get that hammer and start smashing away. Let that sun melt it so fast so you can get out of this little ice block, get out of the cage, and stop battling and warring with that other side of yourself that you can't fight anymore. Yes, you can't fight against that other side of you anymore. You have to stop fighting with yourself. It's part of who you are. You cannot escape who you are. You can battle against it all you want, but accept it is a part of you for now, and you can change it. Put down the goddamn swords and make friends with that person and become the ultimate power, combining both sides of the coin for once. We don't need to battle right versus left anymore. We don't need to battle within our mind anymore. Who are we trying to fight against anyway? No one's over here trying to stick me with little pokey things, forcing me to live a life I'm not supposed to be living. Okay? No one's around me, keeping me in the cage. I'm not caged. The only person I'm fighting against is myself. So let's put down the swords. Let's accept that other part of who we are. And let's find a way to live together in peace. Because I'm sorry, honey, the door came open. Because the one thing you have left to do, okay? The one thing and the reason you're going through all of this, okay, Sarah, is because you are ready to take your leap of faith. It's scary to take a leap of faith. But do you realize they've parachuted you? They've got a safety team on standby. They've put cushions down below for you to have that soft landing. You even have an extra back suit that opens up should that backpack fail. Okay, how many more safety measures do you need to take that leap, telling you all you got to do is jump? We got you, girl. Why only can I jump when I get past all this stuff and realize my armor is strong enough to survive the fall? I've built that up for a reason. That is my power. That is my strength. This ice block that keeps blocking me from my happiness, everything that I ever thought was keeping me from that happiness, smash, 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 smash. Oh, look, we're out of the cage. And look who's on the other side of the cage. Oh, look, it's that other part of me. Nope, not picking up the swords this time. I'm going to take a leap of faith and jump that they are going to love me too. Closing the door, reopen, sorry. And that's your general reading. And because you came in on a day where I do cannabis and I have a God card, let me explain something to you. You've had a question you've been asking your higher power. Whatever higher power you believe in, this is from them. This is a direct answer. Oh, a question you've been saying, please, for the love of God, give me an answer already. This can destroy people sometimes. This can move and shake them in a way they are not ready to be moved and shaked. This will kick your spiritual ass in some way, shape, or form. May not be right now, but somewhere today, this card will come into your mind. So I tell you with all sincerity, this is your God card. It is the answer you seek, but they are not sugarcoating anything. They're going to give you the direct answer. You want to see it? You're ready. Okay. God damn. What do they want from you? Oh, sweet Sarah of mine. You know it was coming. That it's time for you to stop listening to everybody else. Take your life into your own hands, pick your own damn ingredients, and mold yourself into the shape you want yourself to be. Guess who gets to decide to do that? Guess who gets to decide what they become? You're Play-Doh right now. You can become whatever you want yourself to be. You're malleable, you're movable, you're shakeable, you're everything that has been required you to be. There are separate colors in this picture, but it's still Play-Doh. And they want you to take the ingredients that they've given you and shape yourself into that person, that Sarah that you really wanted to be. That sweet and dirty Sarah. The sassy Sarah. The confident Sarah. The I will show my freak flag and I won't care whoever thinks about my freak flag will fly. I will temper it with my life's choices and decisions, yeah. I will take back and think about my choice and decisions. But when I am finally free of all the crap I used to have in my life, now I will mold myself into that shape I choose myself to be. What do they want from you? To take your life in your own two hands and start to shape it, and they will come along and help you. Want me to make you cry one more time? Personal message. Grandma says, teddy bear, teddy bear, teddy bear. Teddy bear, teddy bear, teddy bear. I didn't deserve a subscription for that, but that was a personal message from you to you. You know what that means? They just wanted you to know. Thank you for the subscription. I truly do appreciate that. I really, really do. And thank you very much for gifting a sub to Ada Smoke Mids. Hoo-hoo, she's one of the beautiful people out here that I love very much. So thank you for giving her a subscription today. I really do appreciate that. Hey, Ada, throw her a thank you for giving me a shout out. And because you did that so nicely, so appreciative to you, here, I think you deserve this as well. All right. And go check out their channel. I don't know if you stream or not, Sweet and Dirty. Do you stream? What do you do? Oh, thank you very much for that. I truly do appreciate that. I try to help people find their path and put them on a path that is right for them. That's my goal here, to put you onto that day where you can walk in tomorrow, wake up tomorrow and say, I am that new confident Sarah. Today is my best day ever. If you tell me that, I've done my job. That's all I want. Yeah, I finally got a PC. I have to say, I much prefer my PC to my Mac now, because I can do a lot more here that I couldn't do before. D, what's up? So, I always tell people the truth, what I feel intuitively, and I tell you what I think you need to hear today. So, if it moved you, if it shaked you, if it was amazing for you, you can always go to my Discord and drop me a review there. You can go to my Linktree and check out any other of my other socials if you want. I do this VOD on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and it was supposed to be on Instagram, but that's up to you, D. You don't need to enter a queue because I don't have a queue open, but if you want reading here, we'll do you, and then I think we'll get out of here for today. That's up to you, D. Okay, then we'll get one. Let me clear the cards off for you. All right. Thank you very much, Sarah, for stopping by today. Thank you for the subscription, the biddies, all the love that you gave me. I truly do appreciate it. Please come again, Sue. Welcome to my stars. All my stars are bright and beautiful, just like you. Give me numbers, D. Give me a question if you have one, or whatever. Like, subscribe, and follow if you so wish to do so. Have the best day ever. I truly mean that. Sunny! All right, dear God. Give me a second, okay? I have to do something. Get in there, Sen. I had to reopen it. Go ahead, get in there. Wait, D, enter your name first. Or just enter your name, D. Oh, come on now. Okay, now it's open. Sheesh. Okay, like I said, I'm going to be unbiased on this and just tell you what the cards tell me to tell you on that. There we go. Now at least I know you're here and your reading is in line here. And D, don't worry about it. I'm already on you anyway, so. Alright. Sen, you're it though. I ain't doing one anymore after Sen. I'm sorry. That's it. I'm closing it. I'm running out. I'm running for the hills. So you want 8 and 8, right? And you want to ask about the person that I talked to? Okay. And I got your numbers too, Sen. Just remind me again when I see them. Okay, I have to go back. 8 and 8. Here are your numbers today, D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And the 8th card is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we have the 8th card for you. Don't worry about it, Sen. You're not late. I'm supposed to get streamed till like 12, and I've been streaming a little bit, ending stream earlier because of back pain or something like that. But I've got some green today, so we'll just have to smoke. Hey, anybody out there? It's about to be 4:20 out there somewhere in the world. To anybody who wants to celebrate with me, this one last puff goes out to all of my 420 brothers and sisters out there. Happy 420. I will not be here tomorrow for a 420 surprise celebration. I'm going to go hang out with all of my other friends. And I'm just not going to do readings because it's my day off tomorrow. So, You're not. Don't be sorry, Steve. Don't be sorry. So what we need to know about this girl, right? And we want to know about the person that you talk to, but you don't know if you should, right? Was the question kind of a deal? And you know I know more about the situation than we're letting on, right? But even now, D, the cards are telling you it's time to claim your power. It's time for you to choose if you are going to follow this light or this dark path that's going to guide you to what you want in the end. We are going to see ourselves already accomplishing our dream, yes, but we're going to allow it to happen. You know what I'm saying? It's going to happen because you claimed your power, you claimed what you wanted to the universe. Now you just have to allow that path to open up before you. Follow the signs, keep on track, but you've claimed your power, claimed what you wanted this to be. Now you've got to let it naturally come together. Like I was telling you before, we have done that now. Now we have to see what will happen with it. That means let's just celebrate. We're just going to celebrate being together for now. And just keep going and celebrate every moment as if it was a victory. Every time we talk, every time we get together, every time things are going right, it's a victory. Not every time we don't get together is not a failure. You have to stop that thinking, because we aren't failures anymore. We're learning. And we're learning how to do stuff in a new, different way, because we are celebrating something new and different. We are tempering our soul into what shape will help us in that future. So think of it like this. This is you designing the character. This is you learning how the character works. This is you going out there into the field using the character and using it effectively the way you want to use it effectively. I'm putting it in terms I think you will understand. Building character, learning how all of the maneuvers work, using the character. You know what I'm saying? And then ultimately becoming the person you want yourself to be in the end. Just like with everything that you're working on right now. Yes, it's going to happen. And that's what people keep telling you, right? Yeah. Stop asking for advice. Follow what you know in your heart. Temper your heart with the way you want it to be tempered. If you feel like you need something to protect yourself, then you make a sword. Do you need to be protected? Do you need a shield to protect you from her love, her pain, her suffering? Do you need a sword so you can poke out those demons and battles and things that you don't want in your life? Do you have to empty that cup out so she can fill it with her essence so you can soak that into your life? And you have to do the same with her cup. Or do you take that fan and control the ebbs and flows of the life that you are living now and become the person you always wanted to be? Because, yes, I should stop overthinking and asking everybody for advice and listen to yourself. As much as I love you coming to me for advice, I know that's your instinct to do that. But the more and more you decide to do things for yourself and not seek our advice. Now, yes, you have a big decision. You have something you're not quite sure of. Please come ask for and seek for assistance. Always feel like you can do that, okay? But you have to take charge of this journey and let it be what it's going to be. Just think of it like this. How would you, if the shoe was on the other foot and it was you were the one being sought after, how would you like to be treated? And how would you respond if this was being done to you the same way you're doing it to her? You know, I'm going to temper myself into that shape I want myself to be and become the person I've always wanted to be. So you are starting your journey to become the person you see in your head. You're already starting that journey. All right, Senny. Let me clear these cards off for you. And open this window a little bit. Yes, please. And it was 10 and 10, right? 10 and 10, right? Alright. And you saw me take a drink. I'm refilling the coffee. I know it's not water to hydrate me, but it's at least it makes a... 10 and 10 in general. Okay. And this will be my last reading for today, and then we're going to go find someone to raid today. So I expect every last one of you to stick around and help me show some beautiful love to somebody else too today. So, and I haven't even started to look for who I want that person to be. Ooh, that might be fun. I've never, ever raided her before. Nope, he's offline. I would have sent you to him, but he's offline now. Anyway, so here we go. Alright, so 10 and 10. Here are your 10 official shuffles. Here we go, Sen. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And here's your stretch for you. Okay. And that was the 10th shuffle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the 10th card is alright, and I've got all the cards out that I needed to have right now, so I gotta put the rest of these away. So, here we go, son. I completely agree with that last statement there. Completely. God cards, if any. Yeah, you were getting God cards anyway. We're in a cannabis stream. Whenever we're in a cannabis stream, you automatically get your God cards. But, okay, now I know. So, what do I have to tell you today, right? Maybe it's time to accept that you've grown as much as you can grow for right now. I know you want to do more. I know you feel like you're ready for more. But maybe all you really need to do right now is just grow slower, like a leaf on a tree. Use this cycle that you are in now to already know that you possess everything that you've ever had to learn. You've learned. You're at the point of pinnacle point in your life that things are going to come together for you because you have made them come together. You see the frequency of God. You see the frequency of life pouring into you. And we soak it all up, and now we want to share it with the rest of the world. But it takes time to grow leaves. It takes time for those leaves to fall or those seeds to grow and grow into other places. Just remind yourself that growth is always on its way. That enjoy the cycles. Enjoy this rest while you have it. Because it's not that you don't do or live your purpose. You do. It's now that we need you to take that purpose and take it somewhere. Right? We want you to go to those places you said you wanted to go. We want to see you at the end of the road. We don't want to see you beating up on yourself anymore and taking the hard path of trying to overcome every obstacle anymore. We want you to take and use with the tools that you have and drive your ass to the end of this road so you can finally do the one thing you've been waiting to do. Cherish your life once again. That's what we want. We want to love our life again. But we have to start to look for the beauty that's right in front of us too. We have to look for the beautiful thing that's staring us right in the face, trying to tell us that we love them. We have to accept that as the truth and stop telling ourselves that that isn't for us, because it is for us. We're allowed to have beauty. We're allowed to have bounty. We're allowed to have love. We don't have to give everything away. We have to learn to cherish those things within ourselves and the people surrounding us. They're the ones who give us the energy and the love that we need to do everything we want ourselves to. What's coming for you, Senny? It's time to bask in the sun with other people who want to bask in the sun. Time to get around more positively minded people, maybe, and start to soak up the positivity that they just pour into you naturally, like a leaf on a tree soaking up the sun. That's all we need you to do right now. Soak up the positivity, bask in the sunshine, bask in the light, bask in the glory of you coming to a place where you have finally gotten what you wanted and needed to have. Isn't it nice for once? Isn't it nice to walk in sunshine for once? And I'm going to send you your God cards now. Because we got a 1, 2, 3, 4 God card message today there, Sen. So I'm going to flip them here. And tell you what you need to hear. Aha. So, Sen. On this field of life, your gods have come to tell you this, that the battle within you cannot wage on any longer, that you cannot keep fighting against everything, that sometimes you have to lay in the lazy river and let the current take you where it's going to take you. It's time to share your journey, yeah. Share it, but you don't have to be so hard on yourself to do it. You can still share a journey right next to the person who's in an inner tube all by themselves, that you don't have to be responsible for every last person who's in the river. And then all they require you to have left in your life is this. It's time for you to take a stand and claim your power once again. And tell the universe what you are willing to give up to get the things that you want. That's what they need you to share. That's what they need to hear from you. What do you need to live the life you've always wanted to live? Please tell us how we fill those holes. Please tell us what we need to give you to help you get to those parts. I will share those things on your journey because you asked for those things. Now, you adopt those things or don't adopt those things, that's your free will. But like I like to say, the universe comes back to you and says, we are going to pay you now. Let's pay you right now, Sen Paul, because you're being paid back the bounty that you've given others. And it's hard, isn't it? It's hard to take the bounty. You thought it would be easy, but it's not as easy as you think you are, because you're still questioning and thinking, you don't deserve this. You don't deserve this. You don't deserve this. When you asked for it and it's coming back to you, don't let the 2x4 keep knocking you back down. Pick your ass up and go, no more 2x4. I'm not letting you hit me this time. I am going to take my leap of faith. I'm jumping off of this cliff, and this time the 2x4 is going to miss me because I'm on my way down to the new place I am going to begin. Because I know I have to take that leap to begin again. And that's what they have to tell you there, but my friend. Oh, Goddess, give me strength. And, you know, I think, Sen, that generally what they want you to know right now is I just ended it. Sen was my last person, Crypto. And I think I got... I'm sorry. I'm done. My energies are done. I've got to stop. I would love to give you one more, but I was kind of feeling a little bit more not right. So I don't want to give you a horrible fucked up reading. Thank you very much for everything you guys were saying. I was about to say something. Yeah. One of the things from, let me tap back in a tiny bit because it was from your guides. It was more of a pat on the back. They want you to remember that even 2 pages ago, you were saying how you have improved and how you see yourself becoming and see yourself adopting this new change. Go look again and show yourself what you've already accomplished there. And whatever it is that you, I don't know if it was you or somebody else who needed to go back in their journal to reread something again to see how far they've come up to this point in their journey and just see how much they are amazing, like you are, son. And it was just kind of like that's kind of the message from your guides were saying, something like that for you. Hey, sweetie, Bear. So, guys, as I like to say, I really appreciate you guys coming every day. You giving me your time is your gift to me. It's the ultimate gift you can give me. Everything else, the biddies, the subscriptions, all of that stuff, doesn't matter to me. That's extra bonus stuff I can use somewhere down the line. That's not going to help me keep doing this. I come here to help you find a day you can say, today is my best day ever because I chose my path. I chose my destiny. If I help you find that path, that's what I'm here to do today. So I hope you join me again on Monday. And to all those who celebrate 420, happy 420. May your 420 be free and full of all the cannabis you can smoke. May your 420 dreams come true, everybody. And I love you. And I'll see you on Monday, okay? Let's go find somebody. Oh, I already know who I was going to go to. Do I see her? Yep. Alright, guys, we're gonna go see a really cool girl. Her name is Premium Glitch. She is a friend of the advisor. She's a really, really cool girl. She's very 420 friendly. She has a beautiful community that helps and supports her along her journey. And I just want to go give her a little bit of love today. I haven't rated her before, but here is her where we're gonna go, guys. And please go give her a like, a follow, a subscribe, whatever. I would appreciate it. Why is that not working now? Fucking Christ. Okay, what am I doing wrong? Oh, look, we have a... Ah, finally. Alright, I'm trying to find out why this isn't working here, but give me a second here. Alright, we're still going there though. I gotta find out why it's not letting me do that. Alright, anyway, guys, we're going to go to that name, though. I don't know why it's not working, but if you guys want to follow along with my raid message, here's raid number 1, here's raid number 2. If you want to copy any of that and put it in the chat for me, I'd greatly appreciate it. We'll see you on the flip side, guys. See you later.